Hello again, this is Heero Uzuki with more Dishonored 2, the game in which we continue to take on the role of the assassin that never killed anyone, while also maybe taking something away from our assassination targets, like in the case with Jindosh. Now, we didn't paint the walls of the Clockwork Mansion red with his blood, but we did have to take something from him in order to keep him from being bad. His intelligence! Look, those Clockwork soldiers were a menace to society, and we had to do something about them. Then I said that I was the assassin that never killed anyone. I never said I was the assassin that never killed anything. And having said that, let us continue to be the assassin that never killed anyone, while also maybe killing something of value to our targets, damn it.
Again, but it feels different.
It feels warm and icky. And humid. Gross.
Surprised I can pull you into this place?
Not really.
The outsider marked me
Magic.
long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you.
And how cruel of you.
But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret.
Half-sisters.
Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Because Emperor can't keep his dick in his pants.
Maybe how
well,
is the question.
Couldn't keep his dick in his pants.
I told you. You're older. Our sister.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Jessamine, well, it's complicated. We'll discuss Sunday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Thanks a lot, Emperor can't keep it in your pants. You screwed us all.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess.
Making promises he can't keep.
One day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me?
We were just playing.
Emily, Jessamine, who's here now?
It was her. Delilah's lie. She broke it.
Because they will always believe the words of the legitimate child over the bastard. I believe that's how it works in the real world.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge.
Did you shake your fist while doing so?
In a brothel, I painted on the side until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
Why me? I'm playing as Corvo.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. Here's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and you'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
Well, she can if she commits a crime, I think.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination? 15 years ago, the Loyalist conspiracy asked me to kidnap Anton Sokolov, and I did.
Those were the
I took
days.
him from his home to the pub we were hiding in, and locked him in a cage meant for dogs.
Complete with dog shit.
And you know what? He laughed at us. He told dirty stories, taught Emily more than her governess could in 6 months. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age.
Art pylons, walls of
That's
light.
changed.
That sort of thing.
The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Give him some credit. I'm sure he does. Probably.
Even in the void, if only I could do more.
Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No,
Of course
Emperor
not.
can't keep it in his
She's
pants.
driving all of this.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Seriously, Jessamine, your father, he couldn't keep it in his pants. Now he's fucked us all. He fucked one too many times.
For a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Good to see that you're still with us. Thank you for helping Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery.
Good to know.
I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
Probably.
I'm working on that. Believe me, the Duke has my full attention.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I'll
Duly
do
noted.
what I can, Alexandria.
Also, sorry to bring this up, but is this... Are you secretly using this as a bong? I'm sorry, I had to ask. Just asking. Curiosity's sake, you understand.
Jindosh wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost. Clever man.
Not clever enough. What's wrong with people like that?
Not enough hours in the day to answer that
Restless
one.
mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Jindosh would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Corvo did for me, freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. And they kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
Corvo.
Oh,
Hi,
the Royal Protector has risen. A bad night?
I guess. You
Maybe
could say
you've
that.
been sleeping on goose feathers too long.
No, I was visited by a
Sit down
witch.
when you want to talk.
Burn the witch.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
That was 15 years ago, though.
She's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me.
Rough time, I'm
It
sure.
kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Breanna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
I'm sure
If
there
Ashworth
is.
is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of?
Bad
What
things.
she's up to.
Bad things. Again, burn the conservatory down, start over.
Shuttered to the public. Wonder what's going on inside the Royal Conservatory. The Duke's incompetence? Or something more suspicious?
Yes. And Anton is taking up painting again. Good for him.
Jessamine's face has never faded from my memory. Could Delilah truly be her sister?
I painted that from memory, which is a tricky thing. But I must admit to seeing some of the old Emperor's features in her face. It was long ago when I took Delilah in, whipped thin, angry and brilliant. But her
A dangerous
obsession with
combination.
the occult and the Caldwin family took her out of my circles.
Delilah's paintings are chaotic, but she sculpts much better than you, Anton.
Wow.
You knew Delilah? When were you going to tell me?
When you needed to know. My past is none of your business, Royal Protector.
Another lifetime. We all came to Karnaca for our own reasons, Corvo. Megan had hers too. I'm sure you understand the need for secrets.
The closest path to the Royal Conservatory should be through Syria Gardens.
Bloodfly infestation should probably take care of that. Again, we're being allowed to stay here, so might as well do our bit to keep this boat afloat. And you know, uninfested. And we do get some incendiary bolts, so. Thank you. Was there anything else? I don't think so. Yeah. Dwelling on her thoughts, wanting to be someone else. I'm sure we've all been there. Alright, let's get going.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to.
When does this
There's
rig
a small
even
dock
move?
in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Not really, but why
Yes,
wait?
let's go.
There will be a grand guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything.
Anything.
Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd.
That's a nice way of
They'll
putting
be the
it.
real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play.
You
Turns
know,
out the
exploit
Vice
the Abbey's always
Overseer in
fun.
Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah,
Is.
Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
here real quick.
I see you've heard the stories about Pirate Betty, about all the terrible things I've done to the fools who refuse to give up some trinket or a bag of coins.
Have mercy! Don't hurt me!
Hurt her!
Should I start by cutting off your nose?
Yes!
Anyone, help me!
Or maybe I could sign my name across your forehead with a knife. Use you as a human billboard.
Do it already!
Murderer!
All right, no one's coming. What a bunch of cowards.
That's
try it again.
That's a bit big coming from you. There you go, have some of that.
That sounded like broken glass.
Nah, he didn't run over in time to get some of the chloroform himself. Which is very odd because more often than not, he does run over in time to, you know, get knocked out before the chloroform cloud dissipates.
Huh? Sorry, we're closed.
Don't look close to me.
All right, we're open, but please make it quick. Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
Now think about
Sounds
it.
like money to
See
me.
anything you like?
We're not going to worry about breaking into any more of the black markets because as far as coinage goes, I'm quite certain that we're good. Again, unlike a high chaos run where we want all the upgrades, low chaos, we don't need that much. Our crossbow and improving our stealth is all we're really after. Which we've gotten the vast majority of our crossbow upgrades. Okay, after the botch that was getting Wind Blast over strength, I think we should go with a safe pick and upgrades to stop time.
I'm sure it's nothing. Someone just heard a dog bark or something. Of course, now we're all on edge. Damn it, I need to pee.
Then go! No one's gonna care. You already smell foul. I blinked out of the way just in case they got the idea to turn and look at the other guy getting tased. There you go, dude. Stay asleep. It's good for you. Sleep is good for the body.
Breanna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers are the forward faith of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
Yes.
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
And the map that we don't really need the map. It's good to have it anyway, just cuz. Look, I say that because I'm a fucking hoarder. Don't judge me. Please. we still have 2 Adamar solutions.
No. The technical officer came by and said it was fine. He looked at the wall of light, then climbed up to check the windmill. All good. Why?
Yesterday, the wind kicked up so hard I thought the windmill was gonna fall apart. The wall of light was flickering and sparking like crazy.
A bit of a pyrotechnics display, I'm sure it's fine.
The whale oil's expensive now, and the tanks run dry. The wind's unpredictable, but it's still better than a bunch of howlers running through the checkpoint and knifing us to death.
Yeah, I see your point.
Won't stop me from getting around. But then I say that while also having magic.
You look great. Enrico said to give you his regards.
That donkey-faced cretin can open his wrist for all I care. Did you bring me something? The silver cigarette case, like we agreed?
No, listen. I can't go on doing this, stealing for you. I'll lose my job.
Do you want to be a servant all your life? You're always talking about leaving Karnaca on a big white boat, never to come back.
Never to return.
You spend your days polishing silver cutlery. Come with me, Beatrix. Let's leave.
Could we really get passage on a ship? What if they find us?
You know I'll protect you, just like when we were kids.
Oh, this was nice. This is real nice.
I promise.
Isn't that nice? And you don't see this in a high chaos run because everybody is too busy killing everybody. I just realized I forgot to get the safe combination. That's fine. I say that, and yet I know I'm gonna have to make a return trip in order to get the bone charm. This is what we really wanted.
The Royal Conservatory. What do those walls hide?
Stuff. I was contemplating using bend time and blinking our way there, but that seems quite expensive mana-wise. That, and without lasting bend time, that's a bit of a tall order. You, turn around. Turn around so I can actually do this. Okay, never mind. I probably could have done that. Even with her looking.
A bit hot, isn't it?
You're right next to an open flame. What do you expect?
Never can get used to the heat here. Or the dust.
Again, open flame. Just go ahead. There's that. 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 Grab this. take this because I want it. Liquid sustenance. Thankfully, we've got 3 freebie sleep darts in here.
Conservatory. Built around the time I left for Dunwall.
She wanted to raise the blood briar, but cannot. After trying to make gravehounds for weeks, she gave up. You should have seen the twisted things she made. All snouts and teeth and tails.
That's just the way it is, dear Carmelia. Delilah wears the outsider's mark, and some of what she can do flows down to us.
It doesn't seem fair.
Think about making your fingers raw, weaving nets, raising cows to the slaughter. Any of the gifts we receive is better than living under the boot.
That's true. I'll might as well raise the things.
Putting your hair up that way drove you mad, and how glad you were to take it down.
Breanna, what happened to Jindosh? I'm told he's a gibbering idiot now.
I don't know, Delilah. Forgive me.
No, my dear. It's a loss. But I doubt he had anything more to give us.
Sokolov was taken away as well.
Who would want that ancient fool?
Who indeed?
Never mind. How goes the communion? I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters.
My influence grows. Last night, I walked through a dream with one of them, and we drank from a fountain in the town where she was born.
Vice Overseer Burns' suspicions were right.
Business with Jindosh won't affect things.
No. He continued to tinker with the lenses. Thicker, thinner, more opaque. It was tiresome to watch.
It was science.
I still had the old lenses and cast-off parts piled in my workshop. But Jindosh finished some time ago.
A lapse in judgment, to be sure.
The rest is up to me, learning to use the machine. A tricky thing, touching the void through such a device.
Blood and biscuits. I look forward to using it myself once you're ready.
Will you visit soon?
Perhaps. Dunwall Tower is mostly in hand. The High Overseer won't be a problem anymore. And there's the matter of my own project. I grow more excited with each brushstroke. When I come to Karnaca, we'll drink an ocean of good wine and stay tight as a boiled owl.
I look forward to it.
For now, I need your eyes on the Duke. At least until we have the sisters under control. There's no one else I trust. I'll reach out to you again.
You don't trust little Luca?
Farewell.
Who could have seen that one coming?
Goodbye, Delilah, my empress.
For a moment I thought I activated the audiograph. That would have been bad for us.
These odd lenses might be linked to what Ashworth is working on.
Might as well grab them. Grave robbing! Because apparently that's always fun. Boink. Explode. Expansive spirit. We always love having extra mana. Okay, sorry about cutting away there. I had to check to make sure that the discount for getting the Rosborough prototype would apply to the rune at the shop. Again, we're not gonna bother breaking in this time around. Save ourselves just a little bit of time. And again, mostly because we have most of the money that we need. Oh, before I forget. Before I throw the switch. You. Yes, you. I need you to go to sleep.
Sever Ashworth's connection to the void.
It's gotta be something. I didn't want to see myself when no one else is. I'd rather have my portrait painted, but...
And flip the switch. Oh, this is happening right now. Yes!
What will I do now? I'm ruined. That feeling. The things I could do. The touch of the void. Delilah. It was everything I had.
Yep, she is very much unconscious. Sorry, I was freaking out just a little bit there. This is the only witch here that we really had to worry about falling over and dying. Because if she does, it counts against the merciful rating. And we don't want that. We don't want to kill anyone. We're the assassin that never killed anyone. Though we are the assassin that does kill things. Like people's ambitions. And since we went the non-lethal route here, all the witches are either gone or unconscious. The Bloodbriars and the Gravehounds are also gone. We have free run of the place. Yoink. Some money right there. Few things to collect. And we can do so at our leisure now.
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Royal Protector. I see you there, back in the city that spawned you.
It's done. Breanna Ashworth is no longer a witch.
You villain! You don't even know what
Oh, hi, Pot. Name's Kettle. Have we met?
Great bloom wilts and fades from the world.
This is only the start. You've pissed all over everything, but you'll pay for it.
Oh, Breanna. I don't believe we will speak again. The thought of seeing you reduced to such a pale, sad thing. It's too much to bear. I hate you for this, Corvo Atano.
Get in line.
I wonder, if you didn't have hate, Delilah, what would you have?
What indeed?
Ashworth's
Secrets down
journal might
below.
tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
letter that will never be finished. And money. Just grab this and that and that. I'm not paying for any of the damage. Sorry.
I meant nothing to my fine family, beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar, Delilah. From the first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night, there was no returning to my...
Go ahead and grab this rune. Let's see, there should be... We got a lot of collecting to do. But hey, we got the hard part out of the way. Well, I say that, but there's still time for things to go sideways. Hardiness, extra health. Some of the rare usage of our pistol. Oh, come on. There we go, Jesus Christ. Probably should be a bit more careful about doing that next to the unconscious witches.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaka. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard the same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined, new faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal, forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the oracular order. The Overseers take guidance from their prophetic sisters, and soon we'll influence their dreams and visions.
Dark. Sonic casing, and the off chance you missed it earlier, like I did. It's the blueprint that I forgot to get back at during Mission 4. Clockwork Mansion. The one that's located behind the locked door in the carriage station. I do believe. Wait, no, there's one more bone charm over here. Right. I wanted to focus more on actually getting to and dispatching Breanna so we wouldn't have to worry about getting seen. This gives me an excuse to use some of our explosives. Lucky Needle. I believe that allows us to reuse sleep darts. Yes! And a prime bone charm to use in bone charm crafting. But we still need another 7. We'll get there eventually. Tell you what, we'll take another way out. This way. Of course he did. After all, it means more money for him. Sorry, just didn't feel like waiting. Spiritual pool. It's not like mastering until we get our upgrades to our bone charm crafting. Real quick, we're gonna go and get that save combination and then go get that bone charm. Burn it down, start over. Just saying.
Well,
You're still open.
I see you found the prototype.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
Shame for him.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect you'll be interested in payment. First,
Yes.
a finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
A fair deal.
Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you.
I'm sure it is.
Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
Ancient Hellbolt.
I'm certain you will be
I've never really
satisfied
found
with
a
your
use for the
purchase.
Deep Hellbolt. It just never pans out. There's just too few instances of needing to get by wolfhounds. And them actually being in the way.
No need to wrap it for you, I suppose.
It'd be nice.
An excellent choice.
I'd like to think so.
Farewell, and do take care out on the streets.
Okay. One quick trip back past the Wall of Light. For our Bone Charm and a visit from Whale God. Come on. There we go. Three, 1. Not the safest combo. Open sesame. Yum. Money. Alright, we need this too. Pilfered save combo. Yada. I'm out of incendiary bolts. I don't feel like alerting the guard, so meh. Whispers from the void. Take these helmets. Free ammo. Hello, Whale God.
Look at you, making your way across this shuddering city. Breanna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated baker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls,
Blitzed off her ass and having an
a
affair.
couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river.
Would have been nice for all of us.
Just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that. Never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man.
Too ambitious.
He believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us.
Screw him.
You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Breanna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
And I'd be happier if he was sent down to the mines.
Dear Stomach, I have received your request and agree that dinner time cannot come quickly enough.
I understand that feeling.
We are still on duty. I will get back to you if I hear anything.
Did anyone ever find out what happened to Pearlton and Lieutenant Culvers?
They probably ran off, you ask me. Must have had a thing for each other.
No, she went missing a day before he did. And someone found an officer's pistol in the gutter. I think something else happened. Maybe they went inside the conservatory.
Look, Karnaka's leaking people. We tell ourselves we're keeping it together, but everyone is afraid of what will happen when it really falls apart.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. What bone charm did I forget? Alright, fine. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I forgot to actually grab the bone charm. How? Why? Give me that.
Lieutenant?
Alright, now let's get out of here. Jesus Christ. We'll pick up a couple of sleep darts. Top ourselves off. We are getting them at a discount now, so that's nice. Save ourselves a little coinage.
Welcome back. Please, take your time. I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
Okay, yeah, we got 5.
No
Yep.
need to wrap it for you, I suppose.
Would've been nice. Okay, now we can leave. Because buying those potions kind of hurt our finances a little bit.
So it's done.
Yep.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else.
There's always something else.
Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead.
I'm sure Dowd did too.
I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Whatever happened in Dunwall was a long time ago, Megan.
I wish it felt like that. Seems like yesterday. Are you ready to leave now?
Let's get out of here.
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
And there we go. No kills, never saw, and no bodies detected. Isn't that great? All our blueprints and paintings and bone charms and runes. We need more power. Yep. We are being good boy here. We are the assassin that never killed anyone. Though we do kill a few things on this road. And with that, let us go ahead and stop here while the stopping's good. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, then consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, leave me a comment, and hitting that bell to stay updated with more videos from me. With that, this is Heero Uzuki signing off. The assassin that never killed anyone, but we did kill a thing here. We killed Breanna's connection to magic. I am such a good person.